All right. Is everyone back?
Yes.
Of course, I'm answering some. So Michelle, if you're still on, yes, that's fine.
I'm on as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna hands on, but are you saying I can't? Someone has sound on in different places. If you have two devices, make sure to turn the, okay, got, someone said yay, so you got it. So yeah, okay, I was correcting the PowerPoint. I added the link for the Santa Barbara, no, for the comp tech support Zoom that's open from 9:30 to 8 p.m. So I have that one. I'll show you now where to get all this. And I also have the right USB ISBNs for the different material. Okay. So let me show you that little portion of it again, just because I want to make sure you all understand what to buy. And then we can move on to something else. So let me share the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the big version. Okay. So can everyone see? Let me actually scroll back a little bit more. I wanted to be clear about what you need to buy. This is if you buy the bundle. There's an ISBN code right here. Let me get my little annotation spotlight thingy. There we go. So if, whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. I just wanted my little light. Okay, so if you go to the bookstore and buy the bundle, which is the code plus the textbook, this is the ISBN number you need to purchase it, okay? And you'll have two choices. You'll go to the textbooks and it'll give you either this or that. You don't need to buy both, it's either or. And the either or is the bundle, which is both the code and the book. It's the loose leaf version, okay, that you need to put in a binder. That's one option. Or you can buy the access code only, and it's got a different ISBN. See that? So be careful to choose that one or the other one. So that one only gives you the access code. Okay? So it's either that you can get from the bookstore or this. Now, when I'm saying the bookstore, you could also buy them from Cengage. But if you buy this one, you have to rent the book from Cengage. Cengage is the owner, so the maker of SAM, okay? So Cengage is a company that we're gonna create our SAM account with, and you're gonna go in and enter your SAM access code and sign into the course. You'll sign in through that way, and you'll sign in through the Canvas, and then once you're all signed up and ready to go, then an option will appear allowing you to rent the textbook from Chegg, okay? So that's the deal. And then here I had it again in this mode. I had these two slides. I'm gonna take these two slides out. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that you understood that.
So I have a question. If we go online and we buy the book with this code, the bundle, is it gonna be a textbook or is that gonna be an ebook?
It's gonna be a textbook. If you buy the bundle, you will get, I already put it in a binder, okay? You see the thing, but you'll get a little package ready for you to put in a binder. That's what loose leaf version means. I put little tabs on it and made it all pretty, but that's what it won't come with a binder. It'll be a package with holes ready to put in a binder, okay?
Okay, I use that
version because it's much cheaper than the book version.
Yeah, because I use that code, but I'm looking at my receipt and it says the SAM and ebook. And I just noticed that on my receipt right now.
If you use the code at the bookstore, let me change the share screen. Hold on, because now I'm not sharing with the big one. If you changed that, then you're actually, this one here,
Mm-hmm.
the book with the ebook, that's just the code, not the book. So who's talking to me right now? I'm sorry, because I was sharing. I couldn't.
Guadalupe?
So Guadalupe, if you bought the one that's just the ebook, what did it cost you? $100?
I paid 166.
Oh, then you got the version, this one. But that's okay, because the code comes with the ebook as part of the code. And by paying 160, you can also get the textbook. So it's
Okay.
100 to just get the code and 160 to get the textbook and the code. Got it?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, we got that one. It's just that it comes also, both versions, as long as you buy the code, the ebook comes with it. But as I said, the ebook is not considered having the textbook. It's fine, but it doesn't let you
Okay.
the whole.
All right. Thank you.
If you just got the code and that gives you the ebook, correct?
That gives you the ebook. And then you
Um,
rent for $100. And then you can rent for $7.99 the textbook, so that saves you quite a bit. It just makes you do more work. Instead of 160, you pay only 100, and then you rent the book for $7.99 and you return it for free. So that's all it costs you. So for $107.99, you get the same as if you bought the bundle, but you have to then do a separate transaction and then return it. So, but if you want to save $50, I would like
but
to.
I'm sorry. Is that just then will you need another device to look it up, or will they then, when you rent it, send you a hard copy of the book?
The rental is actually the book. They send
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to know.
the actual book. Instead of
Because I was terrified of jumping back and forth.
when you buy it, you get the loose leaf version. You need to put in a binder. When you rent it, you get the hard copy book, but it's the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. That clears.
Thanks for asking. Is that pretty clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So if I think if you're in the Santa Barbara Promise, I'm not sure if any of you guys are in the Santa Barbara Promise, they cover the bundle in the bookstore. But if you're on your own and you want to save a bit of money and you don't mind doing 2 different transactions and then dealing with a return, then you can save about $50 that way. There you go. Okay. Any other questions about what materials to purchase? Everyone's pretty clear? And by when do you need it? Little choir of angel voices here. You need everything ready to go. You need the textbook in hand in 2 weeks. So by when do you need to start the process to get that in 2 weeks?
Now.
Roughly this week.
Especially with all the problem we have with the mail, okay? Now in the past, you could trundle down to the bookstore and you could just go pick it up, but you can't do that. So you have to start the process now. The only people who are allowed to start the process a little bit later is people who are waiting for financial aid to come through, but do it as quickly as possible. Bug your people, call them and say what's happening. I need to buy my materials, okay? So, yay, and Marcy has hers, pretty cool. All right. If by next Tuesday you still don't have the purchase process, we can still sign in to Cengage, and then you'll enter that trial period where you can do the work. But get it started as soon as you have the financial aid come through, or if you're not waiting for financial aid, then just get it. Just go for it. Just get the material. Okay. Still sharing. So I'm going to actually switch to sharing our course. Let me open. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do next. Here we go. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna now open our Canvas course. Some of you have already opened it. Some of you just received the mail and are clicking on the link and waiting for me to tell you what to do. Some of you already went online, signed into Pipeline, and opened your Canvas course. I'm aware that by the time this moment happens, there's the whole spectrum. And wherever you are, it's okay. We're going to do it together. But this part is where you stop watching. This is the part you can watch or you can do. And you know, I don't know if you know this, but if you learn something by watching, it doesn't stick as much as if you do. So if you've never accessed your Pipeline, your course, you want to click on the links I click, you want to see the things I'm showing you, then I want you to do it with me at the same time. And then we're actually going to access VDI. And for that, you need to do it hands-on, no just watching. You need to do it, okay, to make sure that you got it. So now is the time when Zoom, if it's taking up your whole screen, becomes a bit of a problem, because how do you do it while I'm asking you to watch? So this is when I need you to make sure that some of you already signed in with your second screen. That's good. Then you'll do it on one and you'll watch it on the other. And then some of you have one screen for both. So make sure that you hit the escape key so that Zoom kind of isn't filling your screen. And then you need to grab your Zoom screen, the one that you see now, the little Google thing on, and you need to be able to grab it from the hand and grab it and, you know, push it, make it smaller so that the screen fills up half of your page. And I know that went something like that, see? And then there's my Zoom screen. I'm gonna move to another spot. All right, so now that you have this filling only half of your screen, now, I don't know why I'm showing the Zoom stuff. Hold on, there's a Zoom thing there that I need to not show. Okay, so the other half of your screen here is where you should open your own browser. Does that make sense? Is that pretty clear? This is, I'm in a Mac, so this background is a Mac background. You might be on whatever background you have, but this is me showing you what to do on Zoom, and you need to open your own browser and open it here and watch me in half of your screen, and the other half of the screen, do it yourself, okay? Now, to make, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have it all on one screen, so ready to go. Okay, so first, before we start on getting into Pipeline and all of that, does anyone have any question about how to set up their screen to do this? It's not as simple as I make it sound, to make Zoom sideways and half the screen and all that kind of thing. Are y'all okay with that? Y'all got it done? If you didn't, please pick up right now and I'll help you. Nope, yes, maybe? Is everyone okay? All right, so let's do the following. I'm not gonna just totally trust you. I'm gonna ask you to click a little yes. And if you have it set up that you can see me and do the work, then give me a little green yes marking so that I can look over and see. Sometimes people aren't answering, they're not there, they don't know how to do that, they don't know the question. Give me a sec. I actually didn't finish, I need to send an export, didn't finish the,
Hang on, I haven't figured this out yet. I'm a Luddite.
okay. So that's good. Do you need a hand here? I can see one thing that I'm not doing today, but we will do once we get into apps, is having you share my screen, and then I can help you do it. And in fact, I can take over your screen and do some things for you, like setting up certain things. So you don't fear asking. Technology-wise, Katie and I can help you a lot. Today, she's just kind of sitting there, but trust me, when it gets to work, you know, she's sitting there because she needs to know how I'm handling the course too. But as soon as we get into putting hands on, she and I will both be very hands-on helping you guys. We're gonna do breakout rooms and stuff so that you can all get help from both of us. Today is more of a Deanna show telling you what the whole thing is all about, but you'll get your chance to do a lot as we keep going. So, okay, so if you're in your browser, you okay? Jeffrey, you need another hand, or? Jeffrey, Jeremy. Which one is it? It just says Jay Carter. It was
Lilith.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
It's Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I'm trying to go to my my Mac to do it because I can't get the window
Now you're
open.
signed up once. Did you drop your other connection?
I dropped the other one because my phone was dying.
Oh, okay. Well, the phone is really good enough. The second connection anyway. All right. So let's get going. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go to sbcc.edu. This part, do on whatever browser you have, then go into Pipeline, click on Pipeline, and sign in. If at any point, any of these steps I'm doing aren't something that you're comfortable with or you don't know, or just stop me instantly. Don't let me run ahead because the whole point today is to really get you guys all on. So for some of you guys, it'll be faster, for some of you slower, but don't hesitate. I need to make my screen a bit bigger here. Here we go. Okay. All right, so here it is. This is your Pipeline account, and in order to access your course, what you need to do is, again, I hate that I stopped having the little spotlight thing disappears. Here's my mouse. Okay, so up here, do you see where it says Canvas? Some of you guys are like, I've done this 20 times. For some of you guys, this is the first time. Click on your Canvas. And in Canvas, you're gonna have it looks a little bit different for you than for me, but you're gonna have a series of cards here of all the courses that you're in. And if this is the only one, then you will only see Comp 101. If you have many other courses, you will see other courses. Look for this one that says Comp 101, CRN36949, and go ahead and click on it. And I am going to immediately switch over because what you see is different than what I'm seeing. You are gonna be seeing that because you're students. Without the cute little pink stuff on the bottom, this is what you should be seeing. Is everyone here?
Not me.
Okay, so Lilith, how can I help you?
I just want to go back to where the canvas at. It's like
Okay, so go ahead and head over to, did you enter Pipeline already? Did you sign
yes.
up? Okay, so just go to the very top list of names where it says Gmail and a few things, and you'll see the word Canvas. You see it? I can show you.
That means, hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna show you that one more time.
I have that earlier, but I don't know what happened.
I know that whenever I'm beginning to do things this way, it does become a little bit, so over here, I'm showing you on the screen. Way into Pipeline, then way up here. You see the word.
Okay, so let me,
Starfish.
can I go back again?
Back to what?
To the Pipeline. I think I'm already in the Pipeline.
You didn't sign into the Pipeline yet? Okay. So that's okay. Did you go to sbcc.edu? Are you in? I might ask you to share your screen. Sometimes asking you to describe things is harder than just having me see where you are.
Right.
So that's why, but right now, since I'm sharing my screen, I would have to stop sharing my screen. So if you can describe one more thing, I can help you a bit easier. Did you get it? Did you get here to the City College page?
No, I did not.
Okay, so type sbcc.edu. Do you have a browser open? Any browser will do. Sorry, see that? Let me mute myself.
Yeah, I'm on.
Do you have Chrome or Firefox open?
I think I have a Firefox open. So
Sweet.
now I'm already on the on my canvas right here.
Okay, so you've gone through Pipeline?
Yes,
Okay.
I already log in.
And then you hit to the canvas. Sweet. So now you kind of look, you're at the dashboard?
Correct.
Okay, in dashboard it should say Comp 101 in there. So click on
that I think I need to minimize my dashboard or something.
No.
No.
So guys.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah.
So while you guys are
I think
doing
I saw it.
I want to explain to everyone how this is going to work right now. We're just trying to kind of keep everyone together. But we're going to get
Right.
to the place where this is where Katie's going to come in handy, because when we get to the point where a lot of people are needing help and stuff like that, I'm going to create a breakout room where Katie and Lilith can go and she can share her screen and give her a hand while we move on. But since this is an establishing place where we're trying to make sure that everyone knows the basics, that's why I'm keeping us all in here. Whenever you go into a breakout room though with Katie, the important thing is that you guys fix whatever problem is having that you need to have the way the rest of us aren't working. But then you come straight back, because I don't want 20 minutes of Katie gone helping with one person when other people need help. So it's going to have to be back and forth to just be able to get out of a crunch, and then keep coming back to the course to move on with the rest. Does that make sense? So that then
Yes.
the rest of us aren't there. But when we get into the apps where I really want you to know stuff, I'm willing to help you hands-on, one-on-one, whatever it takes to make it work, that you all understand what's happening, okay?
Hey, Diana, can you click on the dashboard there?
Mm-hmm.
Right in, and can't, no, go back to Canvas.
I need to go back.
Okay,
Oh, because I'm a student.
yeah,
Leave student view. I have to leave student view. Okay. So
okay,
here's
so
the board.
in here,
It's going to look
you,
different for you because I have the teacher's version, but you should see at least something looking like this. It might be a different color. Yours might be a different color, but it should say Comp 101. Okay. Are you in it? Did you click on that now, Lilith?
Yes.
Now, the reason I'm
I-
asking is because earlier on, two people were not seeing it, even though they were registered before class started. Okay, so they couldn't see the card, and we had to help out with that. So now you should all be in here. If you are not in here, this is the time to speak up. Lilith, are you in here?
Yes.
Okay, everyone
Yeah.
in here. All right, so here we go. At the very beginning, at the very top of the page, you'll see recent announcements. This normally in our class doesn't need much because we're in person answering all your questions. Now, since we're doing this online, but not really online because they have Zoom, the idea is that you come to this Zoom to ask a lot of your questions, or you go to all of those Zoom options that I gave you to ask your questions. But still, I will be emailing you, and whenever I email you, it's because I put it here in an announcement. So I won't be emailing you. I will be here writing an announcement that goes to everyone. So if you missed it, if you check your pipeline and you have too many emails and you don't know which one came from me, it's here. It'll be here in an announcement. These are the two that I already sent you, okay? So every day you start the course, check and see if there's a new announcement. And here it tells you the dates of when they're. So you'll see at the top the newest one. If you want to see what the announcement is, all you need to do is you need to click on it and it'll open up and it'll tell you whatever it is. So always your second announcement is going to be the link for today's course, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead, and I know that sometimes people lose the links, and if you lose the link, oh, I got to go back into student view to show it how you look at. If you need the link every time that you need a link in the morning, you know, at 5 p.m. you're about to sign in, go to the announcements and scroll down to the second announcement, and that's the link, the Canvas link. You know what I mean? Oh, let me admit more people. By the way, I wanted to say that when you have to leave or come back or come in late, sometimes you might sit in the waiting room for a while because I'm teaching and I don't notice, and then I hear the little beep beep and I go and admit you, but sometimes I don't notice because I'm in the middle of teaching something, and you might have to hang out a bit until I notice you and let you in. Katie is going to be co-hosting next time, and so she can let you in as well. Okay. So, okay, so here's what the most important things about this course that I want to show you. The most important things is down here, these links. Right here, download class presentations. That's the presentation that I'm showing you, that PowerPoint presentation that I said, don't worry, you'll have access to this. The whole PowerPoint with all of the information and the links, that's that link. Zoom recordings the day after the class. You click on this, you'll be able to get the Zoom recordings from here. when you have questions for me that you don't want to, it's just a question, right? You don't need to wait until Zoom meeting next Monday, or you were not inside of the time that you can use one of the tutors. So you just write a question, you click on this. And here is the schedule for when tutoring is held. So these 4 links are the most important ones. Sorry, I clicked on it without meaning to. These 4 links are the most important ones for you to be able to get help or access information about the course. Does that make sense? They're right there in the front of the page. So right now, when I click on, say, download class presentation, it's going to take you in here, okay? Now, this is today, August 25th. It's the orientation. I am going to put the email, the presentation that we're doing today. So as soon as the class is over, I'm going to put the presentation here, because many times I change it. Like right now, I just added a new link and stuff like that that was missing. So it's going to be here. I'm not going to have the PowerPoint version, I guess, because you guys don't need it. And here I'm going to have a link to the Zoom recording as of tomorrow. So every time you go week 1, you're going to have the presentation and the Zoom recording. Week 2 is the Zoom recording. These are files that I already have there ready for when we get to that day that we might need to download. So they're sitting there. Okay, I already uploaded them, okay? But right, all you need to do is day by day and look at the download whatever it is that you need, plus the Zoom recording. All right. So now, everyone, did you click on that link to come here? Again, how I got here is I clicked, as soon as you arrive into the course, that download class presentation. I want y'all to click on that and tell me whether you got here. Because the Zoom recordings takes you to the same page, but some people might not distinguish between one or the other. So I put 2 links, but both of them bring you right here to this page where you have both the presentations and the recordings. And sometimes you're going to have some other material to download, and it'll all be here. Okay? Is it working for everyone? This is when you answer if it's not working or if you did not find it. Okay. So now to go back to the home page, over here on the left, you can click on home page, or you could just go and click on the backwards arrow and you get back to the home page. The reason I'm bringing you to the home page, I want to show you a little bit more here. There's this nice little, hi, welcome, explaining that this is the whole explaining to you guys that we're face-to-face, but on Zoom instead of online. So that's fine. You don't need to read that. But this is important because here it says start here. Start here. These are the steps that you need to do to cover a lot of the information that I've already given you today. All the stuff that we've been talking about. For the people who are doing this only online, they need to click on that and read all this information. Read and read and read and read, but we've done it. We've covered it. So I still want you guys to start here anyway, so that I can show you what we're talking about. So this is showing you where to get started, introduction, right? Now, since we're doing it with me, all you need to do, and I'm going to run you through any that I might have not gotten, but this is the whole thing that you need to do is either read this or listen to this in order to be ready to answer a syllabus quiz, because this is really going through the syllabus. So we're going to click next. Welcome to the online orientation. I'm going to show you the different things that we're going to be doing. I've spoken to this, but there's going to be 3 assignments that you're going to have to complete. Okay? There's 3 orientation assignments that you need to complete, and we're going to start on them today. The thing is that since we're doing the VDI today, you might be on your own for a few of these, because normally I don't have to explain VDI. But when you scroll to the very bottom, so you go to the bottom of that page, then you can click next again. So I'll explain to you what these are. Got questions about the course, how to talk to me, the help ask questions here. So it's telling you all the stuff I've been telling you. Okay, keep going. These are the online tutoring hours that I already told you about. The tutorial support, the other virtual hour, and the other virtual hour. The only one I didn't tell you about yet is this one, the Net Tutor. So I'm going to show you this one. I have not used Net Tutor. We've had a few students who have had to use it, but it's a new system. I'm sorry. Somehow managed to step on my shoelaces and I untied my shoe and I just tripped. Standing here at my desk, I managed to trip, believe it or not. So now I'm straight. I know. It's weird. I can't imagine teaching sitting down. So I'm standing in front of my desk right now and tripped over my own cord. Okay, so Net Tutor. We hire a system, or we're part of a system where if outside of the hours, all the hours that I showed you that you need help, outside of any of those hours, if you still need help, here on the left side, you see all these links? One of them says Net Tutor. If you go and click on that link, it'll take you to an outside service, that's not us, that provides tutoring services that we contract with. And you scroll down to find help with Word, help with Excel, help with whatever you need, and you check out what times they have tutoring. And again, it's an online system like this. So that's up to you. If none of the other systems work, then worst case scenario, you click on this Net Tutor and you go in here. And I am in this restricted mode because I'm a fake student, see? So it's not taking me anywhere, so I can't really demo this for you. But basically, you click on the link to the application that you need help with and you find out what time there will be a tutor available for you. All right? Now, the last one is the on-campus labs, which are totally closed. If the on-campus labs open at some point, then the schedule where the tutors are waiting would be happening in campus, where they will also be online. So we'll talk about that in some mythical future. Right now, we don't even need to worry about it because it's not happening. They're closed. So that's why I have it down there at the bottom. There's no on-campus lab helping. Okay, next. Pipeline in Canvas. We are in Canvas. So this is just part of this whole syllabus information I need to give you. The important thing is the course syllabus. So you can find the course syllabus here, or you can go down here. So if you're not on the same page I am, all the time you can click on this word here that says course syllabus. So let's go click on course syllabus because that's an important place to be. Everyone to the left, click on course syllabus. To get the entire syllabus, you can click on this link. And to get to the course information page that I sent you by email, you can click on this link. So these are both links that take you somewhere else. So I like to click them in such a way that I don't leave this page. I like to right click and open a new tab. I'm not going to click on them right now. I want to show you what else is here, which for you guys, a lot of the work that you'll be doing in the course will be basically just clicking on home or syllabus. Home or syllabus, and then grades when you want to know how you did. Those are basically the three things you'll be using. The rest is here for the people who are purely online, which you're not. You're doing the work online, but you have me here to explain stuff. So you don't need to go to the lectures, which are a lot of writing because I'm teaching them here. But what you do have here is access to the entire assignment. So see here, I'm telling you that there's 3 things due next Tuesday. These are the 3 assignments that are due next Tuesday. So if you don't want to go through all the rest of the work, all you need to do is come in here and click on the 3 assignments, the first one, the second one, and the third one. You can't do this one until you're set up with Sam. So this one we're going to do at next week, although it's due that day, it's not due until midnight. See here, it says 11:59 p.m. So if you already set up Sam and you did it correctly because you did it on your own, you chose to do it on your own, then you can go ahead and do orientation number 3. But you don't have orientation number 2 yet. Now, I do have another assignment that I normally assign that isn't in here because this is kind of more the online version of the course, but next week we'll have another assignment here for you guys to do. Okay, so this is where you go to the assignments that are due and the due dates that are due. So every one of these assignments is always going to be due that day by that time. So say that we want to figure out what these assignments are. So I'm going to click on the orientation assignment number 1 right there that says email, see? And I'm going to click on it. So can you all go ahead and click on that one?
Where?
Oh, I can't do that. Sorry, I forgot. I don't approach these as a student normally, but now I'm in student view.
Yeah.
So I want to start doing my assignments, right? Did you all click on it? What's the problem with it? What does it say? Have you all tried yet? I want to see if you can figure it out. Did you see what I did that? I went to syllabus and I said, okay, what's due next week? Let me do my assignments, right? So I went and I clicked on orientation exercise 1 and I clicked on it. Are you all here? What does it say? It says the assignment is part of multi-week orientation and it hasn't been unlocked yet, right? Whoa, what do you mean it's not been unlocked? Well, because there's some requirements before you can open up this page. And what that is that you need to go through all of these parts. So remember how we interrupted our orientation? Next. We interrupted and said, oh, let's go check out our syllabus. You know how we did that? Well, until you go and check all the pages in the orientation, you can't move forward. You can't start doing your assignments. So if you come upon something that says it's not unlocked, the requirements haven't been done, that means that you still need to go and complete all of your assignments. So plan B is we have to go finish our orientation. How did we access the orientation? Do you remember? How did I start us off on the whole orientation?
I'm home.
Homepage.
Canvas.
Homepage start here, right? And we were like on page 5 or 6 of the orientation.
You use syllabus as well.
What's that?
You use syllabus. Just go to syllabus.
Well, we went to the syllabus.
And then we went
The
to.
syllabus takes us straight to the assignments, but we still need to actually do a few more things before we can do that. Now, let's go back to syllabus, everyone. So if you're in here and you're blocked, you're unable to work on it, okay? If that's what's happening to you, then, which is all of us, then please go back to syllabus, because I want to show you now how to access your syllabus. All right, is everyone in syllabus right now?
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you how to access the syllabus. Everyone has to have access to the syllabus. So over here, click on this word syllabus, and it'll take you to a page. Here it is. This is our syllabus, and I'm going to make it a bit bigger. You can either click on this and be taken to this area, or you can just start scrolling down, and it's everything I've been telling you. Basically, here's the Zoom link to our meeting. Support, student learning outcomes, where do I begin? Click on start, online information, evaluation. So let me explain the points. We are going to have a total of 735 points plus extra credit points. And the total of those points are going to be collected by 6 exams, but 2 of them are worth 50 points and the other 2 are worth 100 points each. So 2 exams that are coming up the next couple of weeks. One is computer concepts and one is Windows 10, 100 points each. And then 1 Word, 1 Excel, 100 points total, 50 and 50. And then 100, 100, and 100, 100. So by then you have 2, 4, and 500 points worth of exams. And the other 230 points are worth of put together by assignments, okay? So you have to complete all your assignments and all your exams. So if you complete all your exams only and you get 500 points, you still get a D. So it's not like you can just do 500 points because you got perfect exams and no assignments, you still get a D. So you need to complete assignments and exams. So that's how you will get your points. Now we're gonna have about 3 assignments a week. Now and then it'll be 4 if they're smaller. Now and then it'll be 2. And then there's gonna be days when there's no assignments, just preparing for the exams. But traditionally, we'll have 3 assignments a week. That's about how many assignments you're gonna have to complete a week. So there's a lot of work. That's what I'm saying. You can't just do them in class, but you can do a lot of them in class and get a lot of help in class, but there's still gonna have to be extra work put in there. Any other questions about the assignments? Or not any other, no questions at all. Any questions about the assignments? No. Okay, the assignments are going to be, other than these orientation assignments, the rest of the assignments are literally hands-on, making, following instructions to create your Word, Excel, PowerPoint documents, okay? Access tables documents. So it's literally that. There's no like concept kind of assignments or write about things or essays or anything like that. It's actual hands-on, make certain files that you'll follow instructions to get made. The exams are all going to be open book, no proctoring. So you will have a whole week to complete your exam. Instead of one day to come and do your exam, you'll have a week in which you're going to click on a link to take you to the exam, and then you have to answer the questions, and they're hands-on kind of questions where you're going to be told, create a file. You'll have to create a file, right? So it's hands-on kind of assignments. This whole, the only conceptual kind of exam is the computer concepts one, where they ask things like, what's a hard drive, right? And it's a multiple choice kind of truth false type of question. So you'll never have to sit here and explain or give an essay or create material outside of these 4 programs. Any other questions? So the exams are open book, but they're practical. So if it tells you to do something and you don't remember how to do it, you can open your textbook and remember how to do it and then go do it, okay? But if you haven't done it, you wouldn't know where to look in the textbook. So basically that shows me that the fact that you're doing it right here is because you did it already. We're not accepting late work, except as I said, the caveat of hardship due to the circumstances, and in which case you need to talk to me. I won't let you, unless it's an emergency that just happened, like your car just crashed, then I won't let you after the fact when it's missing tell me, oh, I was kind of unhappy that day. You need to tell me when things are happening, what's happening, okay? All right, here's, you have all of the other DSPS. Honestly, you need to have read it. When you read all of this, you'll be able to answer the assignments correctly, and these are the important dates when to drop the class, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so this syllabus opened in a different tab, okay? So in order to go back to the course, you have to go back to the tab that's right to the left of you. By doing this with me, you will have completed most of the steps for the orientation, but now we need to go back to the orientation. This is the email, this I already sent you, hopefully you read it from the email, but it's everything I'm telling you right now. So you can click on it later on your own time, but that's all the information about the books and what to buy and all that. Okay, so let's go back to the home tab. Is anyone lost? Anyone who is not with me right now? No? Okay. Just trying to make sure. Okay. So we need to click on start here to do our orientation set again, but we already did like 5 or 6 pages. So what's the plan B? How do I get to all my material outside of going next, 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 next? If I want to just jump to what I want, then you need to go to the modules. I mean, you're welcome to just keep clicking next, next, but
The modules.
a different way to move around, just go to the modules and go to exactly what you want. All right, so how do you get to the modules? Over here on the left side, there's a link for modules. Go ahead and click on that. So you have to scroll to the top and click on the modules link. Okay, so in the modules, you have the first thing that shows up in the modules is the most important, is how? How do I ask my questions? How do I get technical support from Cengage? That's when you have SAM issues, like your access code isn't working, or something like that. When SAM is installed, or I can't install SAM, how come you guys told me the wrong code, and that kind of question, that's Cengage technical support. Those questions are only for SAM, not any other kind of support. And then this is all the online tutoring and tech support questions, okay? So if you need to go and check in with Katie, is she available on Tuesday morning? We'll click on this and check on the schedule and discover, yay, she's there Tuesday mornings. And so you click. By the way, Katie, Norma, or Esther, I don't know who will be there. I happen to know that Katie's there Tuesday mornings. but all that schedule is covered by 3 different tutors. This is the link for the downloading the presentations and the recording. So it's all here again, okay? Here we have some tutorials about how to use SAM. Here you have a whole bunch of little videos that you'll encounter over the course of this course. So these are direct links to this stuff. Okay, and here we go. This is orientation we were following, but see, we can't move on until we complete all these items and see where, if you see a check mark there, that means that we've done it. That's because we clicked next and next and next. As I already explained it to you, I kind of just kept clicking on next. But that's where we stopped. We stopped right there and we didn't keep going. So until we complete all of these, we can't move forward to do our assignments. Does that make sense? So that's why we need to keep going. Pick up on the next one. Now, does everyone have a couple of, you might have been just watching me, but if you were just watching me, you didn't get this checked. If you were doing it, then you got your little check mark there. The orientation is the only one that has these check marks. In the future, you do it at your own pace. So now, pick up on whichever one was the last one that you have a green check mark on. And if you see a hole that you don't have a check mark on one of them, then you need to click on that one. But other than that, I'm going to pick up from syllabus activity, which is my last check mark. Does that make sense? Any questions there before we continue? If you do this with me, by the time we're done, you'll have them all checked, and so you'll be fine. But I want to make sure that you're still there. Okay, so I'm going to click on syllabus activity, my last check mark, open it up again. And this is where we left off that I said, oh, let's move from here to there. So that's why we have to pick it up from here. So we just went through the syllabus. I want you guys to read that though. I kind of quickly showed you the syllabus. I stopped at the whole evaluations and stuff that mattered the most and at the dates and the exams. But other than that, we can continue. So we said next. Time zones, this is an issue because I have not yet asked really, but many of you guys aren't connecting from different time zones, but one person already, if you look at the chat, Michelle Bernard, she wrote it privately, you didn't hear, but one of us is in Florida, okay? And so for her, it was already 11 p.m. And so she asked me something because she had something, So if you are, I didn't ask you yet, but if you are in something other than the West Coast, then the schedule, you need to make adjustments for that, because when it says that the assignment is due at midnight, it's due at our midnight. So for you, you need to adjust. You can't tell me, well, for me it was midnight. Well, it doesn't matter. It's for Canvas midnight. If Canvas doesn't get the assignment at the right time, it considers it wrong. Does that make sense? So you need to adjust in your head. Actually, in fact, Michelle is not here. She wouldn't have a problem because she probably will have to turn them in early because her midnight, it's going to be 3 a.m. for her by the time it's midnight for us. But if you're somewhere further west from us, you need to be aware that you need to turn things in earlier. And when we meet, it has to be earlier. Okay? Anyway. Hardware and software, we've already been through all of this. If you have any other questions and you click on this link, it'll give you more information. But this is what I've been saying basically most of today's class, hardware and software requirements. Okay? So we'll do next. Online etiquette. You know, you're going to be dealing with people in forums and stuff online. Just be nice. You can read it all. Navigating this course, this is where it starts. I'll be explaining this to you as we go. But again, this is set up for people who don't have someone to explain it to them, so they have to read it. So you can kind of keep saying go, because I'm giving you all, if you plan to keep doing the Zoom meetings, you'll hear all of this. Okay, say next. Meet your instructor, yay! You don't need to see that because you have me in person. But anyway, this is me. And I did a much smaller presentation of myself. I just said, yay, I teach these things, and I launched into teaching, but you got more of me in there. You can read it later. And finally, we're in orientation exercise 1, the one we were trying to reach before, remember? but it was locked because we didn't have the prerequisites. But now that we did all of the steps, we're able to start on online orientation exercise 1. All right. That said, it's 8:41. I'm looking at the time. Ouch. Look at all the art. It's not showing up. Are you guys having the same problem that you're seeing the little new email box, but you're not seeing images there? Or are you?
Yeah, can't see. It's just
What's that?
Yeah, you can't see it.
It might be a Mac problem.
It might be the student.
Because
No, because it's not. It's on Chrome, I've been fine. It might be my student view setup. Does anyone else have that problem, guys? I need to know because you should be having some images.
I do too. I can't see.
I can't see any pictures or anything, just empty boxes.
Okay, because
That's the same.
let me leave student view to see if anything changes. Yeah, see when I leave student view, that's what you should be seeing. Are you guys not seeing these things?
No.
no.
No,
No.
nothing.
No.
You guys aren't PC or Mac, you guys are you.
Boxes are empty.
That's not good because a lot of the times all the explanations are in images. Huh. Because you're not Mac people and you're not using Safari. I mean, I'm on Chrome and I'm seeing them. When I went into student view, I stopped seeing them, and that's, and then I'm not seeing this one. That's confusing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk to tech support myself to figure out what's happening. So nobody's seen them? Not a single person? I just need to know if there's an exception, what kind of equipment.
I'm seeing half of them, which is weirder.
Katie is seeing some of them.
I just see her name and then I don't see anything.
I'm just writing this down because I need to get on to tech support myself to see what's happening. I know that if you're on Safari or an Edge, Windows Edge or stuff like that, you have a problem with that. But, Okay. Never mind, because I am here to show you what to do right now. Never mind, but this is confusing. That why you can't see them. But anyway.
No,
I
there's
can see
nothing.
all of them, but that first picture, which is even weirder.
You don't see this little one,
Uh-uh.
but you see the rest. And I myself, I'm seeing
Yeah.
all of them except for this one. So that's so weird. Try to refresh, guys. Go to your browser, whichever browser, and usually this is Chrome. There's this little arrow, backwards arrow there that you click and it refreshes, and sometimes a refresh might help. But if you're on a different browser, I don't know. All right, so I'm considering a VDI. Here's the thing. I want you to work on these assignments, but I also want to show you VDI. And let's do the following. If I have you guys do Access VDI with me today, we're gonna run out of time and it's getting pretty late. I'd rather give you help doing the orientation assignments. So what I'm gonna do, if you give me a second here, I'm gonna take 5 minutes where I'm just gonna ask you to just watch. I'm gonna ask you to just watch while I show you what VDI means so that you can lose that maybe kind of concern or fear you have, because I'm gonna just demonstrate it for you. And then next week, we're gonna actually, all of us do it together to set ourselves up with VDI. Does that make sense? Because we still have 3 assignments that I want to help you with. So hold your horses, you will do it. Right now, all I wanna do is show you what VDI means. So you're gonna open a browser, and this is important. You need to have Chrome or Firefox to do this in, okay? Chrome or Firefox. So this you need to do. And then we're gonna type, so just watch, don't try to do this with me. I'm gonna do it quickly. vmview.sbcc, okay.
What?
Edu. We're going to get into something like that. We're going to click. I have all kinds of support to help you do this. I'm going to show you. Then you click on this, and then you put in your pipeline information. And your password. And then, by the way, this, if you save it, you won't have to do it every time because it'll be remembered. And then you'll click on Student Desktop. That's it. It's those 3 steps. So what we're doing right now is we're signing in to our SBCC computers. I'm on a Mac, you guys. And what's happening right now is that my computer is connecting to the Windows machines belonging to SBCC. And it takes a little bit of time right now to do the connection. Okay, so I'm waiting. And
it's going to be a little slow every time too.
Yeah.
Just bear with it.
This part
it's
is
not you.
Yeah, no, this part is slow. And I'm on 3 Zooms on 2 computers. There's another Zoom happening in the house, and I have 2 of my computers on Zoom. So it's taking a little bit of time. But after all of these minutes of speaking, look at that. Do you recognize what I'm looking at right now?
Windows.
It's Windows. I'm on a Windows computer. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
So it was a total of what? 3 minutes to get here. And now that I'm here, now that I'm in Windows, now I can go ahead and open any of these programs. I can go here at the bottom and I can open Word or, you know, whatever it is. This is as if I was in the computer lab. I got Photoshop, all that good kind of stuff. I can do whatever I need to do. Actually search for a program. And I can say that what I want to open is Word, for example. And there it is. Oh.
2016.
There's 2 different versions you can click on. Go back to the left area, or all the way to the left. There's a little bit of a gray bit. Go up. Take the mouse up, farther up, to farther down. The gray area on the left. Yeah, that thing. Click on that. Okay, you did student desktop. You want new test desktop.
Ah.
We need to change that name.
I was
We
told
really need to change that name then.
So instead of student desktop, oh, I'm going to have to change the handouts.
I can double check that.
Okay, sorry guys. Instead of student desktop, which I've been going to for the last 6 months because I've been teaching on VDI for 6 months now.
Oh yeah, we've been using 2016 for the last 6 months. This is the first month we're using 2019.
They're going to put it in a new desktop. Okay, guys, so we don't go to student desktop. We go to new test desktop. And now if you open Word, it's still 2016.
Oh, great. That's fun.
Well, it's so cool we're testing it here because you see, even those of us who supposedly know everything don't seem to know everything. This is, Katie, can you report it to Sarah and find out what's happening? Maybe you can connect with them while we're talking. Meanwhile, I will continue with my lecture. But anyway, the whole point is I'm going to click on Word 2016, book it to show you. But the thing is that once you open the program, in fact, you know what? This student desktop isn't even opening. How funny. The other one was working fine, but this one isn't working. There it is. Okay, so basically you'll open Word. Basically, it's the computer you'll be using. So now we're in Word, and this is Word 2016 instead of 19. I'm hearing is someone trying to ask me something, or someone just talking in the background? Okay, all right, so basically that's all it takes.
Can't we just type it in the search bar? Word 2019?
No, if it's not installed, it's not installed. That's up to, but no, this is great that we did this here because I'm gonna have the tech people figure out what's wrong. Meanwhile, that's what VDI, all this VDI was voodoo VDI. No voodoo VDI, it's vmview.com, sign into pipeline, desktop, and you start using the stuff as if you were on a Windows computer. So it's pretty simple. I just wanted to demystify this whole VDI thing. It's a very simple process, and you're going to be on the computers. And in fact, when we save those files, we'll be able to save them to your student folder at school, yada, yada. Okay. So any questions, any concerns you had about, is my Chromebook going to work? Is my Mac going to work? Is my PC that doesn't have Office going to work? Yes. All you need to do is do these 3 steps and you can do all your work. That's pretty cool, huh?
What's the website again? Are you gonna? Is
Yeah,
it somewhere?
I'll give you the handout. But it's just that right now they're not working, but it's vmview.sbcc.edu.
Can you say that again?
vmview.sbcc.edu. But guys, my next email is actually going to have the handout telling you exactly how to get this, and it'll have that email address. I'll send it to you after class so that everyone has it, so you can practice. I also have a little video showing you how to get here. The only question will be if we need to go to student desktop or a new one according to what's happening, but we'll wait and see what they answer. That's a tech issue in the background, okay? Most students haven't gotten here yet because most students are still in the steps of reading the orientation. I just wanted to give you a heads up of what VDI means. I use it for Photoshop, for Illustrator, for web design. I'm using this for all my students. So once they have 2019 in it, we'll be ready to go. And we don't need 2019. As I said, we're not going to be using Office for the next 2 weeks. We're still going through all of this setup and procedure. We're learning about Windows and computer concepts. We have all of those things to do before we get into Office 2019. All right. Okay. Why did I switch? I'm in a different window. The one that I'm sharing right now isn't the one I was before. Did you guys see the whole VMview share?
Yes.
Why did it drop off of the window I'm sharing changed? Never mind. All right. So basically, if you go to modules, you can find a whole bunch of the rest of the information there. Let me refresh because I did a lot of these right now. And you'll see that now that I ran through all of them, see how I have the green check marks on everything? That's because I already ran through all of these. And what's going to be left is to work on our orientation assignment. So one way is to go all the way to modules to get exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, and the other one is to, oh, I'm not in the student, it looks different for you guys because I'm not in the student mode. Hold on, let me go become a student again, student view. And the other way, which is much easier, is to just go to syllabus and go, okay, now it's time to do my assignments, which are these 3.
I think you're sharing the wrong screen. I'm not sure.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
You know how I said I was confused that I wasn't seeming to see the stuff? There we go. Okay, so what I was saying is that you can be in the modules mode every week in the future, but right now we only have this one module, right? So in the future, every week, like this is week 1, next week you'll see week 2 here, and there'll be another box, and then you'll see week 3, week 4, and we'll keep having every week a new box open up. But right now, what we need to do is keep working on the ones that are in here. So we should be at the point where we can do exercise 1 and 2 right now, okay, which are the ones that I want us to run through. So exercise 1, you have to send me an email. Exercise 2, we need to post something in a discussion and then speak with each other about it. Now, the reason I want you guys to do this with me is because I want to show you how discussions work. I wasn't aware because I haven't, anyway, I wanted to do the discussion first, but we're going to do the email first. When I say send me an email, we don't say send me an email through Pipeline or through Gmail or through Yahoo or through wherever you are. In this course, when we say send me an email, we mean go to Canvas email, Canvas inbox. And that's right here on the left. See this inbox right there? That's the email that you're going to be using to email through anything that has to do with the course. If you email to my Pipeline account through Pipeline, like you did, a few of you before the course started because you had questions, then I'm reading the questions here. I have Windows and I don't see it on Chrome. It's not there at all. Belém, can you explain your question before I keep going? Belém?
Yes, no, that was before for when we were trying to, we were taking a look at the orientation exercise for the email Dropbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're fine now?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. So, so here we go. We're going to have to click on inbox. Oh, I can't demo things when I'm in student mode, so I have to get out of student view. But if you click on inbox, it'll work for you. So I'm going to get out of student view in a minute. But I wanted to get you in inbox. And when you do that, you should be seeing mail instead of access denied. Are you seeing a thing that looks like a mail program?
Yeah.
Now, the problem is that when you go to inbox, and this part is what I hate about it, it doesn't, it disappears. The whole course, the Canvas course disappears, right? So before we even write the emails, I wanted to show you, in order to get back to the Canvas course, instead of having to re-sign up to Pipeline and get Canvas, the way to get out of the email mode is just go back on your arrow. It's the only easy way back. So go back on that arrow, and that brings you back into wherever you were, okay? Other than that, you have to go and open the dashboard and open your course again and start all over. Because if you go into inbox and you forget to do that, then the only way back to the course is to go back to your dashboard. And then in your dashboard, you have to go back into the Canvas part and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's a trick about getting out of inbox. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this assignment. Everyone ready to open it up? Let's see what it is. Click on exercise 1, email. And 2 things before this is how assignments are going to be. You're going to have a whole bunch of explanation here about how to do that. And other assignments, when you submit something, you will get graded immediately. And when you submit something, it will be marked as done because the submission means you've done it. But the email is disconnected. This assignment is to send me a specific email. It's disconnected from Canvas. You'll send me an email and Canvas won't know. So when you're done with this assignment, you need to come in here and you need to click on mark as done to let me know that you've sent me the email. Does that make sense? So that's an actual hands-on mark is done. Most of the assignments, 99.9% of the assignments, I just know it's done because I got a submission, except for this one. So Lilith, anyone who's not here, doesn't know how to get here, the other way to get here is to go to syllabus, and on today's assignment, click on exercise 1 email. Now, when you click on exercise 1 email, it still says you are locked out, you don't have requirements. Then you still need to go and continue doing next, 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 and reading all of the words that are before. I was torn. That's what we do to online classes because no one's there explaining it, and the only way for people to read it is to have them do next, next, next.
Also, you have to hit the mark is done or you won't be able to do the discussion part.
Yeah.
We'll say you can't do
move
it.
on to the next one. I was torn because you guys aren't really only online because of Zoom, but you might be aware we have 30 people in the class and only about 30, we have 28 people in the class and only about half of you are here. So I kind of have to still have my course function a little bit as if it's online, but we also have to deal with the fact that I told you all the stuff in those, but you still need to go clicking next, 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 next to have access to doing this because I'm trying to feed both my Zoom people and my online only people. Does that make sense? So you need to go back. If you clicked on our intention exercise and you do not see it open, if it still says that it's locked for you, you need to go back to home and then click on start here and then just kind of go next, 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 next. That is marking each one of these done. And I'm just letting you do it like this without reading because you've been here for the last few hours. You've heard all of this. You don't need to read them. but you need to go through the process of clicking next or it won't mark them as done. Does that make sense? It's because this is what people who aren't here today have to do in order to get to the assignment, because they didn't have a person explaining it to them. So next, 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 next. So please go do that. Scroll all the way to the bottom of each page. Some are longer than others. You have to go all. So did you all see my photo? The photo did appear? When you got
Yeah.
to the page?
Yes.
So it's just the assignment that doesn't have the images, huh? And then when you hit this one, it should be open, because by then they should all be considered done. Is anyone
But
still,
I don't have it though.
what is it that you don't have, Lilith?
The box that you open it under orientation one, the one with the kind of like a picture. That I don't have that. This one.
When you click on home, this one you
Oh,
mean?
I'm already. Yeah, I'm already past that.
Okay,
I'm
so
already on. Hold on.
which one are
I'm
you?
already on the using Canvas inbox.
Okay, so keep
Yeah.
scrolling. Keep scrolling down. If you're in the using Canvas, I'm going to go to the module to jump in with you. You're in Canvas. What's the difference? Okay. So then keep clicking next. Is this where you are?
I'm on the orientation one. Okay, let me click next.
Keep clicking next. I've told you everything you need to know. The only thing I want you to pay attention is if you need to go back and read more about the syllabus, but I've done it all.
And then, okay, and then I'm on the orientation discussion. Am I the same page as you?
Yeah, keep going.
One too far.
Next.
Did I go too far?
Yeah.
She's on discussion.
No, but you're
Oh.
in the discussion protocols, right? You can't be if you didn't. Oh, did you mark this one as done? Did you click on mark as done? That's
Which
why
one is that?
discussion. You probably clicked on mark as done and you're on discussion.
Go back one.
So you have to go, instead of next, scroll to the bottom of your discussion and go to say previous. So there's next over here and there's previous over there. So you probably just clicked mark as done and thus you access the discussion, but you didn't do the assignment yet. But you were able to go to discussion.
I don't think so.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, give me a second. I can give you a breakout room where you can go in with Katie and she can help you catch up to where we are. Meanwhile,
Okay.
have everyone work on this one. So I'm gonna do a breakout room.
Orientation.
So Lilith and Katie. Okay. So guys, here's what's gonna happen. Even though I'm really only putting them two in a breakout room, everyone's gonna end up seeing enter a room. So the rest of us are gonna be in another room. So you have to click on yes, enter, okay?
Okay.
So did you find it?
So do I need to click join?
Yes, click join. Okay, everyone else is here, right? You guys didn't get anything, did you?
No.
No.
Okay, so I only want them two in a room. The rest of us are still here. Okay, great. So that's how it's going to work. When someone needs a lot of one-on-one time, you can set yourself up in a room with her and the rest of us keep going. So it's not a problem to be behind or ahead. Well, behind. This is important. If you're much ahead and you ask me questions ahead of time, it'll be very hard to support you while I'm still trying to keep everyone at the same place, right? So, okay. All right. So good news is Katie said that she was able to get 2019. So we'll have to figure it out. What's later. Okay, so here's the thing. The reason that I need you to pay attention to what the assignment needs is because, for better or for worse, the way this course is going to go is that you're going to have very little space for creativity. I am a designer, I'm a photographer, I'm an artist, and I have to tell you, I love creativity, but this is not the time to apply your creative woohoo spirit. This is the time to learn how to follow instructions to the T, crossing every dot and T. Because when the assignment tells you to do it one way and you do it your version of that way, the computer's going to say it's wrong. Okay, so if the computer says do it this way, make no 50%, and you decide I'm going to do it 40%, it's wrong. So you need to do it exactly as it's asked, right? So this assignment has very specific requests to make sure that you learn how to kind of train you into what the future will be, which is it's a specific file name, a very specific file name, or you'll get it wrong, a very specific yada yada. So the assignment is basically saying you need to send me an email, and the subject type has to have a CRN plus a title called My First Email Assignment. Then you have to have confirm to me what kind of information, what kind of software you're going to be using. Are you going to be using VDI? Are you going to be using, do you have a Mac or a PC? What do you not have? So you need to basically tell me what you're going to be having. And then you're ready to send it. Once you send it to me, then you can mark this page as done. So let's go over here into the inbox. Oh, I have to leave my student viewer. I can't demo this anymore. Okay, so go ahead and go into the inbox. And over here, you're gonna have to find this little new message marker. If you have many courses that are online, you're gonna have to click and select a course. Okay, so like I have a ton of different courses in here. So find my course, if you have only one, you're fine. But if you have many courses, then Comp 101 36949, that's this one. And then 2, instead of writing my name, you'll click on this little box here and you'll choose to the teacher. You're writing to me, and of all the teachers, there's only one, to Deanna. So that's what it takes to get my name in there. You can't just type my name. Then you'll put in the subject matter. Remember what I said? You need to write the CRN, and then the words my, what was it? My first assignment. What was it? I already forgot. 1 second. Someone have it in front of them?
It's my first assignment.
My first assignment. Thank you. I'm
What's the CRN that we have to use? The course number?
for
It's
CRN.
right on top after the 101. This 36949.
949. All right, and so what you need to do is you need to write, so 36949, and then my first email assignment. And then in here, this is what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to look at, I don't have any of the software, I don't have any of the material, so I'm going to use VDI, would be one correct answer. Or I do own a PC with Windows 2019, or I have a Mac and I'm going to be doing my work on a Mac. So if you have a Mac, I need to know that. And if you have a Mac, you're going to have to use VDI. If you have a Windows, I need to know that. And you're going to have to tell me if you're going to use VDI because you have Office 2019 or not. So basically, all the conversation that I gave you, I need to have you tell me what your situation is. Now, I also want you to tell me if you're going to have, let me see, if you are using your own computer, then make sure you have all 4 programs, because you might have Office Word, but you might not have Access because you might have a different version of Office, right? So then let me know if you have all 4 programs, if you are using it your own, okay? And then that's all you need to do. This is a bit different than how I normally write it. So here I want you to write whatever you need to write. Yada, yada. And no, yada, yada is not a correct answer. Sorry, that's my son asking me stuff. All right, so I want you to take your time to explain all the details of the problem. I'm using my neighbor's laptop and I'm not sure it's gonna work. And then if you're having any issues, any technical issues, explain them to me. There's some that SPCC can help. If you need help because you need equipment that you don't have, then I can send you to the right people to get the equipment you need. If you have a hotspot that comes and goes and you don't think it's gonna be reliable, internet connection, then we can lend you a hotspot. There's things we can do. So you need to tell me what's your technical situation, okay? And then send. Once you've sent it, then you can go back to using this little backwards arrows is the easiest way. And then you can go in and mark it as done. And I'm gonna have to go back into student mode because I can't mark it as done and I won't be able to move forward if I don't mark it as done. Another way in the home page to look at your assignments is over here. As soon as you arrive, you can also look and see what's due next over here. So I see that I haven't turned this one in and I can click on there and then I can arrive to this one. So I'm gonna assume that I've already sent myself my email and I'll mark as done. As soon as that says done, I'm ready to move on. So everyone pretty much done?
Allow me to click done, the circle on my PC.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
It won't allow me to click the circle on my PC.
You can't click on the done?
I tried that. Doesn't work. Then I tried to click in the circle. That doesn't work.
That's interesting because it's not connected to whether you sent the email or not. By the way, if you need a bit more time to send me that email, since I want to show you the next one, go ahead and mark it as done. Even if you then send me the email later, I'll know you haven't sent it to me. So I'll need you to send it anyway. But Vera, it surprises me what you say that you're not able to send it. And I want to, do you want to go into breakout room with Katie and see if she can help you with that? See what's
No,
happening?
I sent it. I can see where it's sent, but I can't mark done.
But if you can't mark done, you're not able, go ahead and do a refresh of your screen. Maybe that might go up to like your little circle that give the backwards arrow that shows you the refresh.
I got it.
That, and see if that allows you, and now say done. Other than that, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up so that in case we need to.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good then. Now that we've said done, we can go back and scroll all the way to the bottom and we can then say next again. And now we have access to the last one. And this is one where we're teaching you how to use a discussion mode. Now, right now, this discussion form is set up for you to give me an introduction of yourself, but not only to me, but to the whole class. But you won't see everyone else's posts until after you've posted, right? So you need, well, I don't know if it's set up that way. Did they set it up? Can you guys see my introduction?
Yeah.
Yes.
So then and you can see other people's introductions? Okay,
Yeah.
so assignments are set up that way. Okay, some are set up that you can't see until you post, but these aren't. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. There's 3 steps to this assignment. You need to write your own, please don't read the instructions for a minute because I want to make sure that you know what the 3 steps are. A lot of people write their introduction and then they're done. But there's 2 more steps, but you might have done this in some other class and might be many different steps. Then after you post yours, then you need to read a few and give 2 nicely rounded, good examples of what is or isn't a good example means not like, hey, that's cool. That's not a good answer. You need to post replies to 2 other students, okay? So the thing is that what you need to write about is, what I wrote here is tell us a little bit about yourself, things that you think you want us to know. If you have a major, if you have one, go tell us with your major, whether you've ever taken a comp class before, whether you've ever taken an online course before, other than this, virtual survival we did in the spring semester. But if you've actually taken a real online course, tell us about that. Maybe you have hobbies. I always like to know origin of people's names, any, things that are interesting. And then I give you some examples about me. Make sure it's about 150-ish words long. So I don't want just a, hi, I'm here for the first time and I'm glad to be in class. Boom, that doesn't count. That's a no. That's a no answer as far as I'm concerned, grade-wise. Okay. And then when you're done, then you can read people who replied to you. So here's mine. And then if it's attached like this, that means that this person replied to me. Okay. So when someone replied to me, they're all attached to me. And my request was that you should all reply to me. And then you may need to make 2 more comments. Okay. So first make a comment on my post and then to others. So step 2 is make a comment to my post and to others. So it's really 3 replies. All right. So say something to me, and then notice when you scroll down, as you keep scrolling down, there's a space in between, and this is a new reply, and then this says replies to that one, okay? And then this is a new person who didn't write something. They began to write but didn't write, and then this is a full one, and then those are replies to them. So go ahead and start by. How you it's weird, the word reply, you're not answering to anyone, but how you actually post is by hitting the word reply. And this opens up, and then start typing your introduction to yourself. When you're done with it, then you can post your reply. And at that point, you can go and reply to others. Okay? By doing this, you would have completed 2 of the things that are due next week. The 3rd one that's due next week is going to be the one that we're going to do in class, which is sign in to SAM and then complete an orientation, a quiz that will only be possible to do if SAM is working. And so that's our test to make sure that SAM is working. Does that make sense? So you'll complete that in class, and it'll be done by midnight of next week, and that'll be your 3 orientation assignments.
Okay.
So unless you have any questions, I'll let you work on this. FYI, we will not need to be here till 9:35 in the future with lecture portions. It'll be lecture at the beginning and then work on the assignments. But this week and next week also, because depending on how long it takes to sign up to Access, are the ones where the lecture is pretty hefty. So don't worry, it's not me talking for 3 hours or 4 hours all day long every Tuesday, or I would just kind of have to cut my vocal cords as well. Any questions meanwhile? Or should I just let you all write? If you're all in the right place.
I do.
Then I'm gonna do
I do.
What's your question? Yeah.
How do I go back to my page? I know, Deanna, you're gonna get me. There you go.
No, I'm stopping. I'm not sharing mine anymore because now it's a good. You know what? I didn't explain again and again and again because you guys are doing it with me, so it doesn't matter. Which is, if you do this before Friday, you get extra credit points. So because you did this with me, you're all getting the extra credit points already. And for the last assignment, I'll give people extra credit points because I'm telling them to wait until Friday anyway, until Tuesday anyway. So Lilith, can you explain to me what's happening? Because I stopped sharing, so maybe you can share your screen with me.
That, to be honest with you, I totally lost.
Okay, so guys, you all keep doing your.
But I will catch up though.
No. Here's the thing. You all keep doing your thing, but what I'm going to ask her to do now is what I'm going to be asking you all to do when you're stuck. which is to share your screen. So on the one hand, keep writing, but pay attention to what I'm asking her to do, because it'll be what everyone's gonna have to do, which is to share their screen. Okay, so I'm gonna have Lilith,
Okay.
ignore it other than figuring out what it is that you need to do to share. Meanwhile, do your work. So Lilith,
All right.
Katie, did you guys do a share screen there? Or so you already know how to do it? Okay, so click on share screen and then.
Okay, let me make this widen again. Okay.
Okay, so click on share screen and then, perfect. All right, so now I'm seeing your screen and okay, so you already sent me your email, you said, right? Or did you not send the email?
No, I did not.
Okay, so then go over to the left, onto that black bar on the left, down, down until you see the word inbox. One more down. There we go. Click on inbox.
Okay.
All right, and now you need to write me an email. So see in the middle top, you see that little kind of icon above that? There's another little icon to the, yeah, right there. Click on that one. And now you have to select the course first. So click on select course, which is right above your mouse, yeah. And then go to favorite courses, and you only have one. So click on one, which is at mine. Yep, that one. And then instead of clicking and writing my name in there, see on the far right, there's a little tiny icon in the 2. You have to say 2.
This one?
Above. See where it says course 2?
Oh, yeah.
Now move to the far right with your mouse. Far right. Now move with your mouse to the little icon.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
this one?
Yeah. Yeah, right there. Click on that.
Yeah.
You have to,
then
it's not clicking.
Click on it.
Just click. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Features.
All right.
Perfect. And now choose my name. Great. Now subject. You have to write the CRN, which is 36949 up there. That's a CRN of our course.
I think I write that down. What was that again?
36949.
Okay.
I'll write my first email assignment.
Next to it?
Yep, my first email assignment.
Did you read what you were supposed to write in the email on the directions?
I'll tell her now, but just write my
I doubt it. What was that again you said, Diana? My first
assignment.
My first assignment?
My first email assignment,
Oh.
I think is the name of it. Okay. And now I'm going to let you start writing your assignment. I'm going to ask you to stop sharing while you write your assignment. And I can actually stop the sharing for you. And
right.
Go ahead and write your email. So I'm going to stop your sharing right now because we don't need to sit here and watch you write. But what you need to do is tell me what type of equipment you have, Mac or PC. Do you have Office or don't you have Office? If you don't, are you going to use VDI? How you are going to handle, how do you have good connection, technical connection, stuff like that. Usually I ask for a few more things, but this is that's all this is asking for. And then you press send, and then you can move on to your next assignment. Any questions, you guys, with anything about replying to others or? Jeremy?
Yes, at the beginning of the little bio we're going to post.
Yeah.
In the box where it says name, I think that's what it says. Search entries or author. What do we put? Is that just where we put our name, or?
Yeah, that is when you're searching for something. Say that you have a best friend, Marcy, who you know wrote something. You can click in here. And I don't know who wrote anything yet, so I don't know. But actually, let me go check. Someone already wrote something. There, I see a name, Veronica. Okay, so say that I don't know. Amongst 2,500 answers, I want to hear from Veronica. So if I just write Veronica, look at that. Veronica's answer popped in. It's a search.
Okay. So it's not like a subject line. I just wanted to check that.
It's that. So
okay.
It's a search feature. So all you need to do to start writing is hit the word reply, and a box will open up for you to write. And then when you're done, you'll have to say post reply. Okay. And then you can choose someone else. So say that you decide that you want to reply to Ritu. Then you just go and hit reply under whatever Ritu wrote and you reply to her. So you need to reply to me and to 2 other students. By now, a lot of people have written, so there's a lot of fodder. And yeah, remember that the reply has to be, you know, nice and, you know, make a real comment. So search for something or something that you appreciate. I mean,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Where am I at now?
I'm going to talk with Katie for a
Hello.
second if no one else is asking. Katie, you said that you were able to get 2019. Is that?
It worked normally when I logged in. It took a couple minutes to load the fact that it was 2019, but it didn't say 2016 like yours did.
Did you go to new or to student?
I went to just student view how it was supposed to be.
So that's.
So maybe just like let it load a little bit too long.
I'm going to try it again. I'm ready for any questions, and so's Katie, but if you guys, like Lilith, if you have another question, go ahead and ask. I'm going to test this again because.
I think my connection is not right. I can't see you guys.
No, did the window go behind the other windows?
What was that again, Katie? I'm sorry.
Did your window go behind other windows? If you look down at the, are you on a Mac or a PC?
I am on the PC.
Cool. So if you look down at the bottom of your screen and you see whatever icons that you're using for your internet, probably Chrome or Firefox.
I think it's a Google Chrome. What is this? Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it.
Sorry. Yeah. There's one with the one of the icons has the zoom
little
camera thing, and then if you click that one, it should pop us back up.
Wait. Katie, bear with me. I see. I saw you. Hush. No, I saw you, but I don't know where I'm at now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you want me to, or do you want to open us into a different area so we can look at it more?
Sure, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Diana.
I wanted to see if I can, we had said that I was going to test to see if I could assign you.
Yeah, you should be able to go to participants and then the ... should.
So there you go. So now you can set up your breakout room with her.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh no, it's good. I get to learn how to use the breakout room.
Anyway, we have to make sure that she can set up her own breakout room. So this is great. Thank her for giving us the opportunity to practice this out.
Mute screen more.
I'm trying to
breakout room. Found it. Okay. Hey, we still. Breakout room run.
I totally lost.
It's okay. Let me try to get to you, and then it should pop up a thing that says something. I'm gonna. Can I go back into a room?
Sure.
Or.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, I got 2019 now, which is so weird. Sorry, do you need me to set it up?
No, you have it. I'm just trying to figure out how to get us back into it.
Down at the bottom where it says, oh, I switched.
Would it be open all rooms?
I didn't make you a co-host. I switched hosts, so I don't know.
Okay, I'll get you up again.
I can't. You got to make me a co-host now. I made you a host instead of a co-host, so now I'm
Okay.
a regular person.
I'm making you a host so you can make me a co-host. I didn't.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It's a okay.
Exciting stuff.
Katie, I will make you a co-host. There we go. Sorry, guys. It's some technicalities we're trying to iron out here. All right. So how's it going? Does anyone else need a hand? They are going to. Are you there?
I don't think I can make rooms as a co-host.
All right. So guess what? I'm gonna move you guys to your room now.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So we'll have to test this out then and see what's happening. But all right. They're off on their own room dealing with whatever's happening. How are you guys doing? Anyone need a hand with this second assignment? And any other questions, no matter what? Because right now, all you need to do basically is get the materials to be ready for next week. It's the simplest first day of class you will have.
One last question.
Yes.
Does it need to be more than 150 words, or is it just you can do that many?
No, you can write as much as you want. What I don't want, before I had that request, people would go, hi, I'm a student and I took Comp 101 or Comp 107. Bye, nice to be in the class. And I'm like, no.
I see. You don't want a dead interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that description. People need to be able to reply and post something about what you said. So you need to give some fodder for people to reply. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to take a second to share my screen to show you guys one more thing. Remember I told you guys that there was a way to find out the version of your program. So in case those of you, the few of you who might actually have Office, I wanted to show you how to do that. So if you do own Office and you open up Office, which is what I have in here, you should be seeing, are you seeing Office right now?
Yes.
Then you
Well, I see Word.
File, and this is for people who have PC Office, okay? So go to the File tab, and then you go to the Account. Click Account, and here it'll show up. It'll say what kind of, so product activated Microsoft Professional Plus 2019. Okay, so if you do that to yours and it says 2016 or 2013, then you cannot use it. If you have a PC, but instead you have a Mac, then Mac Office has this peculiarity that we do not have the File tab at all, which is already why it becomes a bit weird when you need to do something. You need to do it under a tab at the top that we can't even show you here. And there you go into Properties, Mac Word Properties, and in the Properties you'll find out what version of Office you're using if you have a Mac. In the PowerPoint presentation that I showed you today, I have the steps to find out. Okay, so that's for those of you who have Office. Now you don't you don't have to stay if you're still doing your assignment. Go ahead. I'm posting some stuff. Technically, class is over. But if you have any more questions, I'll keep it open until they come back from the breakout room. So hopefully this was a good start. As I said, all I need you guys to do now, after you finish these 2 assignments, is to get your materials. Okay? And I will send you an email with the descriptions of how to get into VDI, and I want you guys to practice doing that. Okay, and I'll send you a link to a video and to a handout so that you on your own can just keep practicing on how to get into VDI. All right, any questions before we're done for the day? Any last questions? So Lilith didn't come back from the breakout room. Does she know how?
It should have just sent her back.
Well, I didn't close the room, so does she need to send herself back if I didn't
It
close
sh-
it? I'll close the room because if she's done, she's done. But I just didn't know if there's a way to get yourself out on your own. Otherwise, she'll be back in 25 seconds because I just closed the room. Okay.
It should, you can go to leave room and then it says
Maybe she
leave
forgot.
meeting
She's still on.
and leave,
Yeah, 15 more seconds, so she'll be back. But next time, remind them how to leave.
yeah, she left fine the first time, so I don't, maybe she was concentrating too much on actually working.
She doesn't know it. She's in the room. Okay, guys. So as I said, I'm going to send you an email. There she's back. All right. So I'm going to send you an email telling you how to get into VDI so that you guys can practice it and make sure that you can, you know, access it comfortably. That way you're over the major hurdle of the class, which isn't a big hurdle as you saw, but for some of you guys, it might take some problems where you find that it's not working for you, in which case we have, you know, options and tech support and stuff. But I just want to make sure everyone tests it out. That's it. If there's any more questions, then for any other questions, you got to click on the get help or go into all of those many versions of how to get help, which I showed you. Let me share my screen one last time. Oh, I am still sharing my screen? Oh, I was still sharing my screen.
Yep.
So then remember how to, yeah, I thought we were with Lilith. So here we go. Remember, if you need any help for this during this week, there's not much left to do, but if you're getting problems with buying stuff, whatever, remember, just go to open up Canvas homepage and here you go. The online tutor schedule or ask questions here. Download this presentation that has all the answers that I gave you today. So use these 3 clicks, these 3 links, and as of tomorrow, you can also get the whole Zoom recording. Hopefully that's all you'll need. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, guys. It was nice
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Take care.
Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Appreciate your help.
Bye. Happy
Bye,
to help.